Hi everyone and welcome back. If your little one has just hit the 6-month mark, you're probably buzzing with one big question: what can I actually feed my baby now? It's an exciting milestone, but it can also feel a little overwhelming. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Today, I'm going to walk you through the best first foods for your 6-month-old, share some super easy feeding tips, and help you make this journey healthy, delicious, and most importantly, safe. Before we jump into the menu, let's quickly check if your baby is truly ready for solid foods. It's not just about age, it's about developmental milestones. A few key signs to look for are: can your baby sit up with some support? Are they showing a real interest in what you're eating, maybe even trying to grab food off your plate? Can they hold their head steady without wobbling? And a big one, have they lost that tongue thrust reflex? That's the automatic reflex where they push food out with their tongue. If you're nodding along and seeing these signs, then congratulations. It's time to start this amazing new chapter of introducing solid foods, which will complement their usual breast milk or formula, not replace it. So what's on the menu? For the first foray into food, you want to keep it simple. Think single-ingredient, soft, and easy-to-digest options. Let's start with cereals. Iron-fortified baby cereals like rice or oat cereal are fantastic starters. They're packed with the iron your growing baby needs. Just mix a small amount with a little breast milk or formula to get a smooth, soupy consistency. Next up, let's talk vegetables. Soft-cooked veggies are a wonderful way to introduce new flavors. Think of things like carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, and peas. You'll want to steam or boil them until they're very tender, then mash or puree them until they're completely smooth. Sweet potatoes are often a huge hit with babies because of their naturally sweet taste and creamy texture. And of course, we can't forget fruits. Soft fruits are perfect for little palates. A ripe banana or a creamy avocado can simply be mashed with a fork. No cooking required. For harder fruits like apples or pears, you'll want to cook them first to soften them up and then puree them. These natural sweets are a much better choice than anything with added sugar. Now, what about protein? It's essential for growth. You can start introducing small amounts of pureed lentils or beans. Another great option is soft-cooked egg yolk. Just make sure to introduce one new food at a time, especially with common allergens like eggs. And for a creamy, protein-packed option, you can try full-fat plain yogurt or even small amounts of soft tofu once you know your baby handles dairy well. Remember, variety is key to developing a happy little eater. As you start this journey, keeping a few key tips in mind will make the process smoother and safer for everyone. The golden rule is to introduce only one new food at a time. After introducing something new, wait about 3 to 5 days before trying another. This gives you time to watch for any potential allergic reactions like a rash, hives, or an upset tummy. If you see anything concerning, it's best to chat with your pediatrician. Texture is also incredibly important. You'll want to begin with very smooth, thin purees. As your baby gets more comfortable with swallowing and eating from a spoon, you can gradually make the purees thicker. Eventually, you can move on to lumpier textures and soft, mashed foods. This gradual progression helps them learn how to chew and manage different consistencies in their mouth. One of the most important things to remember is to avoid adding any sugar or salt to your baby's food. Their little kidneys just aren't ready to handle it, and it's best for them to learn to love the natural flavors of food. Breast milk and formula provide all the sodium they need at this age. When it comes to portion sizes, think small, really small. A teaspoon or two is a perfect starting point. Remember, these first meals are more about exploration and learning than they are about volume. Your baby is still getting the majority of their nutrition from breast milk or formula. So don't stress if they only take a tiny bite. Let them lead the way and never force them to eat. And my final, most crucial tip, always supervise your baby while they are eating. Sit with them, keep an eye on them, and make sure they are sitting upright in a high chair. This is the single best way to prevent choking and ensure mealtimes are safe. Make it a calm, happy time for both of you. Just as important as knowing what to feed your baby is knowing what to avoid. There are a few foods that are definite no-goes for a 6-month-old and some for the entire first year. The biggest one to avoid is honey. It can contain spores that cause a serious illness called infant botulism, which their immature digestive systems can't fight off. So, no honey until after their first birthday. You also need to be extremely careful with choking hazards. This means no whole nuts, peanuts, or hard, crunchy foods like popcorn or raw carrot sticks. Anything that is small, hard, and round can be a risk. All foods should be soft enough to be easily mashed. And what about drinks? For now, stick to breast milk or formula. Cow's milk shouldn't be given as a main drink until after age 1 because it doesn't have the right nutritional balance for infants. Also, steer clear of sugary drinks, juices, and any processed snacks. Your baby simply doesn't need them. Prioritizing safety and whole, nutritious foods is the best foundation you can give them. So, let's do a quick recap. Start with iron-rich, single-ingredient purees, like baby cereal, soft-cooked vegetables, and mashed fruits. Remember to introduce new foods one at a time and wait a few days in between to check for any reactions. Always supervise your baby during meal times to keep them safe. This is such a special time. You're introducing your baby to a whole world of new tastes and textures. Try to make it a fun, positive, and stress-free experience. Let them get a little messy. It's all part of the learning process. If you found this video helpful and want more tips on navigating your baby's food journey, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What was the very first food you gave your baby, and how did they react? Sharing our experiences helps us all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.